June 23rd, I finally got the weather and my schedule to cooperate with each other. I came down late last night, got down here about 10:30 or so, and of course I got down to about Bethany and realized I didn't bring any blankets. But luckily it's warm enough. I just slept in some clothes. I had some sheets, but I like to be covered up in blankets. So, but it was a good night. Got up early this morning, and of course last night we had a big old moon out there, just daylight bright all night long. Got up this morning, looked out, and there was a doe out the other end of the field. And while I'm taking pictures of her, videotaping, two more walked out just the side of the cabin. And so I got some video of them, got some pictures of them. One was stomping at me, of course. They kept looking back here behind the cabin. So when I got done messing with them, they all went to the other side of the field. I had gone in the cabin, and I came back out and peeked around the corner, and there was one right over here blowing at me. So I'd seen 4 deer before probably 6:30 this morning. Altogether I've seen, I think, 11 deer, a rabbit, a couple cardinals, a blue jay. Deer are running wild. I haven't seen anything with any real antlers. One that ran out the back end on me this morning looked like it might have had some spikes coming up, but I couldn't really tell as it was running. It's pretty deep in there, pretty thick. I got a big tree over the four-wheeler path. I'm going to have to get cleared off, but it's going to take a chainsaw and a lot of tugging, because it's a pretty good sized tree. So, but weather's real nice. Planning on spending tonight out here again, and then going home tomorrow. So, just a little relaxation time. I haven't been down in a while. Haven't been able to get anything done. The oil guys and Tony actually mowed out here. So they knocked it down pretty good. All I had to do is knock it down just a little bit lower, so it really helped me out. But so we're just going to hang out and enjoy the day. Little deer hop sticks from last year's kill. You know, I don't know how many more trips I got down here, and I really don't know how many babies are hot. How many trips I've taken down here since I bought the farm. I bought the place 15 and a half years ago, and it was pretty raw. This 10 acres back here had been logged out, a lot of treetops down, stuff was starting to grow back up. Ground clearance, you know, up to about 5-6 feet was pretty thick, but you could see pretty much through it. You know, I got the farm field out here, about 10 acres, got another 10-acre farm field over here, and back this way is where we had the what we call the conservation area now, that had been planted in wheat in 2005, and then 2006 Leon Hatcher, my tenant, he and I kind of decided that we were just going to let it grow up for the deer and the turkey, and he you know, he said he didn't get much off of it anyway because it was about a half a field. The rest was woods. So we started letting that grow up, and over the years, the turkey hunting used to be real good out here. Used to be real good. I've probably killed so 5, 6 out here, maybe something like that. And I had a good run for a few years there, and then things just kind of dropped off. And everybody tells me it's the Amish that live down the road. They own about 3/4 of the country mile right down this road. But I don't know whether that's true or not, whether the habitats change. I know we had a couple of springs and a couple of winters that just totally sucked for the turkey. And things have really changed out here the last few years. Turkey hunting, we haven't hardly heard gobbles at all the last several years. I was lucky enough to get one here a few years ago, but the deer are plentiful, always have been. The very first year I hunted here, which would have been 2006, I saw over 100 deer in the tree stand just in the 3 months of bow season. And of course shotgun season's included in those 3 months. But yeah, I saw over 100 deer out of the stand. So I was really looking forward to it. And of course, the more time I spent out here, the more they kind of dropped off, the more things changed out here. Back at that time, I don't believe I had neighbors. I'm not sure Tony even lived over here yet. I know Paul, their house was empty across the road there, and down the road there might have been a trailer down there, but there wasn't a lot of traffic right in here, a lot of people around, so they ran through here quite often, and it dropped down. And over the years I've spent less and less time hunting. One was the reason was because I was successful, what I call successful. I'm a deer hunter. I'm not a trophy hunter, so I don't wait around for a great big deer. I've killed 5, I believe 5 out of the top 6 deer I've seen on this farm. I've killed them. So I can't really complain and say, I don't have big deer. I know big deer come through here, and a lot of them probably come through at night. The oil guys used to tell me that, there's a great big one, there's a great big one, there's a great big one, and lo and behold, 2016, I killed a great big one right over there by the conservation area. So, I think I've been successful in what I've done here. Conservation wise, I just went over there. I was over there mowing earlier, and I'm walking around, and I told Mom there a month or 2 ago when I was down and I went back home. I told Mom, I said, if somebody was to take me blindfolded and take me out there in the middle of that and unfold, take off the blindfold, I wouldn't have known where I was at. It's that grown up. I got the paths, try to keep them down. Tony helps me keep them down. Paul's mowed them before, I believe. The oil guys, they mow out here once in a while, and so it all helps out. But it's amazing what it's done over there. And I came down this weekend, or what I call the weekend, my Wednesday, Thursday. I came down on Tuesday night. I don't like driving down here at night, especially summertime. Deer freaking crazy. I seen I don't know how many deer right beside the road in the ditch on the way down. You just got to be careful. And but I wanted to get down here early, spend a little time. I got up early this morning and saw deer out here in the field. Got some pictures and video real close right up here by the pole by the cabin. And I've seen I think a dozen now today before noon. And so they're here. they're always here. They just pass through. But I wanted to come down and just take a couple of days or a good day and a half and just relax. Just sit, you know, kind of reminisce, think about all the trips I've had. You know, all the trips Dad came down with me, all the friends and family I've had out here. Obviously, you know, some of the friends have died off, some of the families died off, some of the friendships have died off, but, you know, I'm proud. Proud of what I've done here. You know, I worked my ass off to take care of this place. You know, worked my ass off to pay for this place. I'm getting close. You know, and I'm hoping before I ever have to get rid of it that it's all mine, and that'll be a great day. That'll be a great day. You know, I do know when I come down here, now that I quit drinking, the days seemed a lot longer. You know, I sit here now and I think, you know, what the hell did I used to do when I come down here? You know, well, most of the time I just walk around drinking, so or sitting on the porch drinking, or sitting down here by the fire pit drinking, and you know, time went by pretty quick. But it's nice. It's beautiful down here right now. Today is beautiful down here. It's a little breezy. It kicks up now and then, which is good, because if you're out in the sun, it's hot. But you know, it's probably going to get in the low 80s today. But, you know, I've been down here cold days, hot days, it don't matter. It's a beautiful place. And, you know, I'm glad I bought it. I'm really glad I bought it because it provided a lot of great memories for all of us. You know, I just wish Dad could have killed a turkey out here. He never did get one out here. He got one down the road, or a couple down the road. He got some over at Carolyn's, but we just couldn't get them in front of him down here. And, you know, that's a shame because he really wanted to, but he enjoyed coming down. And, you know, even if we wasn't doing anything, it wasn't hunting season, just sitting around, hanging around the cabin, and just sitting around bullshitting. And, you know, I just, I'm grateful. And, you know, there's a little bird sitting over here on the trailer. I think there's a nest right up here in the corner, and that's probably where he's at. He's wondering what the hell I'm doing over here. But, you know, we used to have the guineas. Tony had guineas over there. He still got some. I heard them squawking this morning, but, I mean, there used to be 50 of them coming over here every day, you know, visiting and squawking and visiting and squawking, and you know, slowly over time he's gotten rid of some of them, or something's got rid of them. But you know, the neighbors have been great. Tannehills, Tony Boyd, you know, of course, Tannehills. I'm talking about Paul and Jackie Macy. I'm talking about Jerry and Cora, and you know, Steve Leathers lives up the road. It's been great. He's come down here and pulled my ass out of the mud before with the tractor. Of course, Leon's been the best, man. He's been my tenant. And Bill Carson sold me this place. He was a real estate agent. And, you know, he told me back then that Leon's a great guy because Leon worked for Bill for a while. And he told me, if you got a bushel coming, you'll get a bushel, and every bushel. And he's just a great guy, and he has been. He's always asked me, what do you want to do? What's your goal here? And I let him do his thing, and he lets me do my thing. And I run into him every once in a while, or he'll come over and hang out. But he come over and brought his oxyacetylene tanks when I cut up that camper that time. Boy, we had a ball that day, me and him. But there's been a lot of visitors out here over the years. We had, I see a cardinal way off there. He's been hanging around all day long. I saw another one over there. Saw another one back there in the back earlier today. So the deceased friends are still hanging around, and probably Dino, J Pop's cousin Vicky. But we had a big cookout out here a couple years ago, and then we had a big get together when we spread Dean's ashes, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun having people around, but there's a lot of times I just want to come out here and just listen to the wind blow. Watch the sun go across the sky during the day. It's another one of them days where there's not a cloud in the sky up there. I was here one day and I thought, I haven't seen a cloud all day long. And it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. I love it when it's green. I love hunting season. I love when the trees are dead and you can see the deer coming through because there's no leaves on them. But, I'll take spring, summer, anytime. I don't care if it's not even hunting season. So, I've probably seen more deer today than I saw during a hunting trip for the last several years. I don't think I saw a dozen deer in, 6 hours. So, it's been pretty cool. But, just hanging out today. Gonna hang out tonight. Probably maybe start a fire later if his wind dies down a little bit. Kind of sucks to build a big fire and nothing going on, but I got some deer meat in there I need to cook up, so I'll probably roast it over the open fire. And this morning I heated up my cinnamon rolls on my little camper grill with my campground. I made that, and it works real well for little stuff like that. Just throw some sticks up there, light it up, and got a little grill over the top of it so I can cook stuff on it. It works real well. But that's the game plan. Said I was mowing. I got the four-wheeler down here. I rode it around a little bit. I had to ride nice and slow because the hands are still a little bit tender with the vibration and didn't want to tear that up. So just kind of tootle around a little bit, take a couple walks. So that's what it's for. I'm really enjoying it. Enjoying this deer I killed too. Leon grows some tasty ass deer. I'm guarantee you. There's some damn good deer down here. And they must be feeding off the neighbors because Leon does a great job with the crops, but it seems like the neighbors got a little better menu. No offense, Leon.